Hello, it's Monday and it is a new weekly reading vlog. Guess who forgot to start vlogging until... We'll just say it's late. We'll just say it's late. I had the thought to do it earlier. I did not do it earlier. I forgot. I did, but the benefit is I have been reading. I am now 346 pages into City of Lost Souls. I'm also now, how many episodes into season 2 of now? 13 episodes. I'm on episode 14. I have the doctors in the morning, or the nurse to get my dressing changed. So I'm going to watch this and then go to bed. I'm on track to finish my books. I just need to read about 170 pages per day. So that's a good start. But yeah, I just thought I'd pop in, say hi, and I will update you more tomorrow. Hello, as you can see, I'm in my library. It is Tuesday, and I've already been to the nurse today to get my dressing changed. I have had breakfast and I've had 2 cups of tea, so we're rolling with it today. And yeah, I'm up here because I want to get some filming done. I'm definitely going to film a TBR. The temptation to film a wrap up is like so close because I've only got, oh no, because I still need to read Bruise and Bandages. I was going to say I've only got rereads, so like I know this, like I could probably do that, but I don't think I will. I think we're going to be like close to the wire on finishing books this month. I'm not going to lie, but at least again with them being rereads, it's a little bit easier. But yeah, if we look down here, don't look over here. This is stuff that needs to go away. If we look down here, this and all of these in here are my wrap up. I've run out of room in my little box that I normally keep them in. And these are stuff that I need to put away either because I've read them or because they are new books that need to go into here somewhere. Just somewhere. I still desperately need to redo my shelves. I'm kind of like secretly hoping, not so secretly, hoping that like Tori will come down at some point to help me, but just between like Tori's schedule and whatever, it's just not been possible for her to come down. But I feel like I'm just really going to need help. I think I might I don't know if I should just do it. Like, I'm looking at my romance shelves and I'm just like, I seriously don't know how I'm going to manage to get more books on there. Like, I already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 books just sitting on the side waiting to go in. I have a few on my wrap up to go in, and at least 4 or 5. Oh yeah, a few more on my TBR that will be going in. My TBR though, it is just this line of the top of the shelf, which is really, really good. I think we're down to 16 or 17. I want to say 17, but I might be wrong. Oh, ding, hello. That is group chat going on WhatsApp. But yeah, I need to do something. So, will today be the day that I rearrange my shelves? Maybe. But see, part of the problem as well is I still have all these unhauled books over here, which are on Depop. I will link the shop below on all of my videos going forward. So I need to get rid of these. It's like 3 piles of books. And yeah, I need to tidy in here. Like, the room is getting like smaller and smaller because there's so much needing to be tidied away. But it's just so difficult. Anyway, I'm going to go and actually do something and wish me luck. I did it. It may be 2 o'clock in the morning. Kind of. Almost. Pretty much. You can't see that properly because of Hamish. 1:56 in the morning. I finished it. I was on... Where was I? I think I was on page 346. And I finished it. I did the damn thing. It's 542 pages long. So, almost 200 pages I read. I did it. I finished it. I have spent the day doing things that were not reading. Tangled my hair apparently. I filmed a video. I edited the video. I posted the video. What else did I do? I watched several episodes of Grimm. I only have 5 episodes left of this season. I'm very tired. Very tired right now. My hand has been cramping all day. I have my little compression glove that I was putting on, but it was making my hand feel really weird because of the heat difference. My knees, agony. My neck, oh my god, my neck and my jaw are so sore because I've been so tense reading this book. But I did it, I finished it, City of Lost Souls. And I'm not even going to be reading City of Heavenly Fire next, I'm going to be reading Clockwork Angel next. As you can see, my TBR is behind me for next month. So all I have to read now are Bruise and Bandages, which I've got on here, and Clockwork Angel. There were so many references in here back to like this. Oh, I'm not ready. I'm not ready for the heartbreak that is this series again. I don't know why I'm doing this to myself. I really don't. But yeah, I don't know which I'll read next either. I'll start one of them, obviously. But I did it. I also discovered in this book that there's a separate rune for pain. So there's the AZebraReads, I don't know how to pronounce it. I want to say Iratzi, but I don't know. Which is for healing. But there's a separate one for pain. So I should also get that tattooed somewhere in the hopes that it works. Guys, I am not okay. I am not okay. By the way, I watched so many episodes of Grimm. I just wanted to watch one episode of Grimm, but there's like an arc happening currently in the end of season 2, like the second half of season 2, that just had me absolutely wrapped. Like there was stuff happening that wasn't just like, because they do have like an overarching story, but then like a lot of the episodes are very much like there's stories contained within the one episode. But the second half of season 2, there's kind of more of a, while there are still little stories happening in each episode, the overarching plot kind of takes over a lot more. And so obviously ready to come to a conclusion at the end of the season. And so I was locked into that. I was watching that like nothing else. So I'm now in, I think I finished episode 18 of Grimm. Let me check. Yes, I finished episode 18, so I've got 19, 20, 21, 22, 4 episodes of Grimm left of this season. There's only 6 seasons, but 4 episodes of season 2 left. And 2 books to read this week. I will probably finish Grimm this week as well, because I like to watch an episode while I'm eating dinner. And I've got more than 4 days of dinner to watch, and I probably end up watching more than 1 episode. But yeah, I am on my way to being able to finish my TBR. Unlike last month, where I ended up having to take over a book onto it, making my TBR longer. We will not be doing that this month. I have 880 something pages to read, and then we're done. Anyway, I'm gonna go, because at this point I'm just rambling. I'm so tired. I was up early this morning for the nurse. I also went to the nurse. That's what I forgot. So I'm gonna go to bed, get a good sleep, and hopefully it cooled down today. It's cooled down this afternoon, so hopefully I'll get a good sleep. And then tomorrow we are piling through these books. Hello, it is Thursday. I don't think I vlogged at all yesterday. I get the feeling that I didn't vlog at all. Yesterday was a little bit of like I don't know, I was just having a day. I watched so much Grimm because the end of the second season leads into the start of the third season. Like there's not like a end story gap season. It's like something happens on a cliffhanger, and then yeah. So I watched too much Grimm last night, and then instead of being sensible and going to bed early, I stayed up until 4 a.m. And partially because I was reading, I got to page 178 of Clockwork Angel, and then also because my slow cooker was on, and I had to wait for it to. We started late, so I had to wait for it to finish cooking to then like take it out to allow it to cool overnight, because you can't like I can't just stick it in the fridge when it's like too hot, you can't touch it. But yeah, I have not had a great morning, afternoon. I've had to get up and get ready because I have the hairdressers. In an hour. I jumped in the shower. I really needed to shower. Like, I was having one of those things where it's like, I'm not supposed to shower until I'm just about to get my dressing changed, or just tomorrow morning. But I don't want to go. Like, I didn't. If I get my hair washed today by the hairdresser, then like I don't want to be washing again. And I ended up just washing my hair. This is one round. Sorry, I've got the window open. This is one round of shampoo with no conditioner, and my hair is like, you can see how like it's I can like it's all puffed up, and like that is horrendous. Look at that. I did like quickly go over it with the hairdryer, but I had food in the oven. I literally put food in the oven, went in the shower, simply because I knew I was just doing a quick shower. So I'd already like because I'd made pasta bake yesterday, so I was having it today for my lunch. I take it out and leave it to warm up a little bit because it's still in the glass bowl, and you shouldn't put glass from like, I know it's Pyrex and it's probably going to be fine, but I don't like putting glass from being like in the fridge to be in the oven hot. It just is it's just going to explode basically. So I left it to warm up a little bit, and then covered it. Like, while I was waiting on the oven heating up, I went and washed my face, did all my face stuff, and then, except moisturiser, I didn't put moisturiser on today. I went and did all my face stuff, and then came back through, put it in the oven, went through, did a body wash, did a quick hair wash, and yeah, that was, I'm ready to go to the hairdresser. I was going to not wash my hair, but I got wet in the shower, and my hair just, I don't like how it looks when it gets wet, because it won't dry again. It'll just be really greasy. Don't know why I'm explaining this all to you. But yeah, I was really nervous about this. Is the thing as well, right? I don't like going in the shower when nobody's here, because I'm quite a fall risk. Like, the number of times I've fallen, or like not fallen like completely landed on the ground in the shower, but like being able to like grab onto something, or my seat, like I've got a seat, so like I can fall back on it, but like I just get so dizzy, especially if it's worse when I'm washing my hair because I have to tip my head back and lift my arms above my head. But if I'm standing, that's why I've got a seat. If I'm standing, all my blood pulls down into my feet, and it makes me really dizzy and really off. And then there's the fact that sometimes especially like people have been around me, I've seen it happen when I'm walking. Instead of like, you know, your knees bend like forward, sometimes my knees lock back instead of forward. So like I'll put pressure down on the knee joint to just walk, and instead of bending as it should, it bends the opposite way because I've got hypermobile joints, and so it's like and I almost go over, which is why I need like walking sticks and stuff like that, because I'm a liability. So yeah, I don't like going in the shower when nobody's in the house because I'm pretty much fall risk. But I was like, I'm just going in to quickly, like, it's not going to be a full, because normally like I spend ages in the shower because it just takes ages to do. Normally it's like my face and my hair, because I do like different layers, I suppose. Like, it doesn't really matter, but I knew I wasn't going to spend as much time in the shower, so I was like, I'll just nip in, nip out. It's fine. It'll be fine. I don't know where I was going with this. Anyway, yeah, I've had a shower. I've got the hairdresser soon. I need to take my biotin. Today is the day where I feel like I look rough. I think because I was up till 4 a.m. But I feel rough, and my body hurts. I'm just not, like, I had the audacity yesterday to help Kay with the stew, because Kay was doing a lot of the work. Like, I have the recipe in my head, and Kay, well, in my head, that's a lie. Does anybody? It's funny because Kai Hope Fletcher had posted a reel the other day where our first show in Dublin, she had a little voice in her head telling her she was going to forget the next set of lyrics, and she was like, and then there was another voice that was like, no, you know them, it's the same as what's going on behind you because she's a waitress, and in the background track is the Sugar Butter Flower, And she was like, that's the next set of lyrics that she thought she was going to forget. But because she was thinking that as she was singing, she said, down with the recipe. And the lyric is down with the recipe and straight from the heart. And now that song's been going round my head so often. And that's kind of how I cook. It's not how I bake. Baking is a science. Baking, you have to be exact. I struggle with baking. Baking has to be like... I'm very impressed with bakers everywhere. But cooking is very much down with the recipe and cook from the heart. So when I make anything in the slow cooker, Kay does all the prep. And I basically, like... She's like, how much? And I'm like, nah, just see how much. I'm like, that'll do. Like, if I'm putting herbs in, I'm like, that'll do. If I'm putting... like, I just chuck stuff, like, there's no science to it. There's no science to it. I just measure with my heart. But I've got, I've got, like, I don't have recipes. I have lists of ingredients for things. So, like, for the stew, I've got a list of ingredients that I don't know off the top of my head, hence why I need a list. And I basically just throw it all in, turn the slow cooker on, and bugger off. The slow cooker has been a game changer for making food, honestly, because I can't stand to make food, like, and it takes a lot of the, obviously Kay's having to help me, but it takes a lot of the responsibility off her and a lot of the weight off her for making food, because instead of her having to stand and cook a stew, like, yes, you're still having to do, like, the peeling it, but we've got, like, one of those press cutter things so I can help, so it splits the work that way, and then it all goes into the slow cooker, and I batch cook stuff, or re-batch cook stuff, and then that goes into the freezer, and then we can just pull it out of the freezer. So Kay doesn't have to stand and cook stuff, she just reheats it. It just makes me feel like I'm contributing. I've gotten so off track with this. So off track. What is this? I've gotten so off track with this vlog clip. I don't know what I'm going to do with my hair. I think I might just ask her to trim it and leave, because I don't think this is, like, at the stage where it can... What do we think? Can it bang? I don't know if we're at the bang stage yet. Maybe. We'll see what she says. But I don't think we're at the stage where... I mean, I've obviously tried it on that side, but... maybe actually. I actually quite like this. Maybe today we're going to bang. Oh my god. Today we're probably going to bang. Amazing. That's a really weird... I'm hearing how bad that is. And just the last time I was at the hairdressers, I was like... We had this thing going where it's like, the fringe can't bang. Like, it's not long enough to bang. And it just... We were talking about bang because, like, this... Yeah. I think I'm going to bang today. No, stop saying it. Right. Okay. I think I might come back with bangs. I might come back with that. I like that better than I like this right now. It's fine. It'll be fine. Oh, I'm so tired. I look sick. I look grey. From, like, what I can see. I need to go and, like... Fine. Like 15 minutes I need to go to the thing. I also need to message Kate. I need to message Kate. Anyway, I'm going to go and I will update you later. Hello, it's Thursday, technically. Technically it's actually Friday because it is past midnight, but I've not gone to bed yet, so it's still Thursday. I am getting ready to go to bed, like I said. You can tell I need to go to bed. And you should be proud of me because I only have 104 pages left in this book. And I'm choosing to go to bed instead of staying up the extra, say, hour or so that this will take me to read. This doesn't take me... This is one of those books where the type is decent sized. The pages are really thick. Like, it looks like a lot more pages than it is. It's a reread. I am flying through this. And I could probably finish this in an hour. But if I do that, I will be up again past 2 in the morning. And we're not doing that. No. We have the doctors in the morning, or the nurse in the morning, to get my dressing changed. So I will be going to bed like a sensible person. Like I say, I am 100 pages from the end of this. This is the first book in the Infernal Devices series, so we've switched from Mortal Instruments to Infernal Devices. So I'll be reading. I've read book 5 of the Mortal Instruments, and then I'm switching to the Infernal Devices. I read that trilogy and then go to book 6 of the Mortal Instruments. I have been like thinking whether or not I should read the last book and then do this, but after having like started and been reading this, I completely agree with Becca that this is the best point to split them. Like, a lot of people say you should split it, do like trilogy, the first trilogy of the Mortal Instruments, then do Infernal Devices, then do the trilogy of the second trilogy of Mortal Instruments, because that's how it was written. Like, that's the publication order, and I totally see where people are saying that, but having read it now in this order, I do think that is the best place to take a break in the Mortal Instruments and pick up this, because I remember what happens in State of Heavenly Fire, because I've read them, and I do think this is the best place. I totally agree, this is the best place to read this book. I am debating where the best place to read. I did consider reading The Lost Book of the White instead of one of these books, but I think I'm going to read them together, the Alec and Magnus books, rather than trying to fit them in where they should be, like, timeline-wise, because timeline-wise, that happens in book 3, I want to say, 3 or 4, or like in between, like somewhere in there, is The Lost Book of the White, and I would rather wait and read them, because the writing style is vastly different, and I think it would disrupt my brain, because the conversations that Alec and Magnus are having seem so much more mature in those books than they are in the first set of books, and I think the sudden switch of that more mature writing style would reduce my enjoyment, whereas at least if I read them in a publication order, or a loose publication order, it makes it easier to grow with the writing, like read it as the writing grows. So after this series, I'll read Magnus Bane short story collection, and then I'll start in on the Blackwood books. Then I'll read what's the other short story collection? Shadow Market. It might be Shadow Market. I do need to read Shadowhunter Academy. Then CG, obviously, like CG change, Black from Hall, to Black from Hall, and Bear and Black. I'll do reviews of them. I think those would be best by the end. I think that's what I need to read. So there's the 6 books of management, the 3 books in this, Madness, and then I'll keep taking that. 3 books, 6 books of management, 3 books in this one. Mine's big, that's time. What's the Shadow Academy? 3 Blackthorn books. 3 Lost Hours books. Shadow Academy. I don't know what I said now. 3 Chain books. 2 Madness Now books. The 3 new ones. I'm sure there's more than that. That takes 25. I'm just on this one. Yeah, if, like, Edit and Andy's going to hate this, but please, if you could put the number of books in a breakdown here for the Shadowhunter books, just so I've got it somewhere. I should really write it down somewhere. But anyway, I'm going to go to bed, because obviously I've just lost it, and I'll speak to you tomorrow. Hello, I am holding you today because I'm on a backyard with Tori. I am... What day is it? It is Friday. Been to the nurse today. I've been up for so long today, because I had my nurse appointment, that it feels like 2 days have passed. But I finished Clockwork Angel. I only had 100 pages left, or just over 100 pages left. So that's all finished. I tell you, if you want a book with an angsty teenage boy who thinks he's the centre of the universe and is just so in his own head, read a Cassie Clare book. Because that is the demographic. I'm having so much fun rereading these books. That is my second to last book for this month. All I have to read now is Bruise and Bandages between today, Saturday, Sunday, and I have finished. And this is 336 pages. So I think I'll be able to read that fairly quickly. I also know the world, I know, you know, the characters, so it'll be a nice quick read, hopefully. I am going to stop and watch an episode of Grimm though, because I like to have a bit, like, a gap between books just to let my brain reset, especially since, like, the end of books are usually quite dramatic. So, yeah, we're gonna watch an episode of Grimm, and then I'll pick up Prison Bandages. Tori's doing sprints tomorrow. I tried to sprints and tomorrow at the same time, so I will be on them as well and be able to get a good decent chunk read. I tell you, one thing I've not been very good at the past month has been hydrating. So my mouth is very, very dry, very, very dry. Anyway, I also can't wait to shower to get my hair sorted properly, because I don't think it's been straightened. I think it needs to have the little flicky that I had before. I don't know. I'm always faffing with my hair. That's just my permanent structure being, I think, is faffing with my hair. So, we'll see. Hello, it is Saturday. I'm currently on sprints with Tori. And I've just received a box. I've just received a box that's going to mess me up. Hello, it is Saturday. I am on sprints with Tori at the moment. And I have just received a box that my dog would like to sniff. Please hold. I forgot Hamish must approve all packages that come into the house. That was my bad. Okay, he's done. It's done. It's fine. Okay. I know exactly what this is, and I'm excited and intimidated. But let us open this box together. Oh, I'm sorry you're not further away. This is very close because the computer is right there. So I need to. It's sitting open, so I need it like you in front of it. Anyway, I was using a nail tool to open it because I don't use the nail tool. Right. I don't know what that is. Oh my goodness, it is here. I'll open them all. I'm just taking them all out of the box first. There should be 8 books. Oh my goodness. Oh, exciting. Now, I've read the first book and I've seen all of the series except Queen Charlotte. I don't think Queen Charlotte's included in this anyway. I don't even know if they did a book of Queen Charlotte. So, shall we try and open them in order? Oh, I don't know what the order is. On the Way to the Wedding, I'm sure, is the last one. Romance of Mr. Bridgerton is the 4th one. It's In His Kiss is that one. The Viscount Who Loved Me is the 2nd one. When He Was Wicked. Oh. Is that? I am bungling this. To Sir Philip. The Duke and I. So the Duke and I. Oh, I'm sorry for that squeak. I think I've got them in order. I probably don't have them in order. But let's have a look at them. So there is The Duke and I, which is Daphne and Simon. I didn't even realise they'd sprayed edges. That's really nice. It's like a dusty rose. There's no inside art. It's just the outside. And The Viscount Who Loved Me, which is Anthony's story. Anthony and Kate. That's all the way down. Gorgeous. And then we have Romance of Mr. Bridgerton, which I think is actually the 4th book. So this is incorrect in the order. And then we've got To Sir Philip with Love. I know this has to come after Romance of Mr. Bridgerton because of the door. This one is Eloise, I believe. I put this one down the side, that's why I couldn't find it. An offer from a gentleman, which is Benedict. I'm now noticing they're in rainbow colour order. That really helps. Okay, what's next? There we go. When He Was Wicked, which I believe is, yes, it's Francesca, because obviously her husband is Scottish. There we go. I love the thistle detail. And then Hyacinth with, it's upside down, It's In His Kiss. Oh, you can't see for These are so pretty. I've only read the first one. I tell you, I'm keeping this bubble wrap for anything I'm selling on Depop. The shop will be down below. And then here we have Gregory on the way to the wedding. There we go. Honestly, the fact that I remember these people's names and I don't remember most character names is shocking. So there we go, the full Bridgerton set. I'll try and get a better shot of it at some point, but that is stunning. So we've got Daphne, Anthony, Colin. No, Daphne, Anthony, Benedict, Colin, Eloise, Francesca, Hyacinth, Gregory. Because their name. See, I only remember their names because it's in alphabet order from eldest to youngest. So you've got Anthony, Benedict, Colin, Daphne, Eloise, Francesca. Oh, it's Gregory, Hyacinth. I don't know how the alphabet goes, but it goes Hyacinth, Gregory, because that's a woman and that's a man in the window. I'm talking nonsense here and my hair's just... I look a mess. It's fine. We're fine. But will you look at that? That is stunning. That is gorgeous. I'm so excited. Hello, it is Saturday and I finished Bruise and Bandages. I've already sent it back to the KQ library, but I finished Bruise and Bandages. That's me read all 16 books in my TBR for this month. All of them. That is, how many pages? It's 7,000... Please hold. 7,187 pages. No, that's a lie. Yes, no, that's right. I can't read. And there is another arc that I'm thinking about trying to get to. It comes out next month and it sounds really good. Called Hit or Miss. And I am sorely tempted to pick that up so that I can get the review in for it. I used to be really good at getting my arcs off, like read my arcs, but I've currently got 6 arcs sitting there. And at least one of them, maybe 2 of them are already published. And the rest of them are coming out in the next couple of months. So I really need to get to the arcs. I feel really bad that I've not gotten to these arcs. So I might read that. The temptation is also to read All Systems Red. Because, and just start next month's TBR. I could also just read Riding High. I could just start next month's TBR. I have added, by the way, Crosscheck by Chelsea Curto onto my TBR for next month as well. Because that comes out and I will be dropping everything the minute it hits my Kindle. Because I'm very excited about Crosscheck. And yeah, so my next month's TBR is 5,587 plus whatever Crosscheck is going to be. So I don't know if it says yet. No, it doesn't have a page count yet, but the other ones are fairly chunky, so I assume it's going to be in that 400 to 500 page range. So I might be up at 6,000 pages for next month, which is doable. Like I said, sorry, I thought I saw a spider at the corner of my eye. I did not. I'm just being paranoid. Because the other night I did see a spider. So now I'm just like... yeah, so this month I read 7,000 pages. Next month I might be reading 6,000. So that's not too bad at all. I can totally do it. And I'm very excited about all the books on my TBR. I think... yeah, every single one of them I'm excited to get to, which is always what you want. But I think I'm gonna... well, we've only got 28 minutes on this last sprint, so I think I'm just gonna chill out and then pick up tomorrow because we are doing sprints tomorrow as well. Not all day again because it's almost midnight, but we are doing sprints 12 till 5ish tomorrow. I don't know, but we have been on 12 hours today. So yeah, I'm so happy. I did not think, I had to carry over 2 books, technically, or the half of, or just over half 2 books into this month. So my Shadowhunter book I had to carry over. That was most of that book, to be fair. And Project Hail Mary, which I was listening to, I had to carry over into this month. So I'm honestly really proud of myself for how much I've read this month. Anyway, I'm going to go and just chill out, digest what I've just read, and yeah, then go to bed and get up tomorrow to see how much I can get read tomorrow, maybe. I've not even watched Grimm today, do you know that? I've not even watched Grimm today. I've been locked in on reading. Hello, it's Sunday and we are very close at the moment because my laptop is just not playing. I usually set my phone on my laptop, but today it's just like, oof, it just keeps falling over. So, yeah, I've just showered and dried my hair, so I need to not be touching my hair all the time. I don't know how to style bangs, so it's going to be a little hit or miss for a little while, I think, until we get that figured out, which is going to be fun. So if you have any tips or tricks, just please do let me know. I'm going to stop fiddling with my hair. I'm going to stop. So here we go, that is the end of the month, the end of the week, and I finished my entire TBR. As of next month's, or next week's vlog rather, I'll be starting this pile, which will hopefully be nice and quick to get through because a lot of them are novellas. So, yeah, I'm so proud of what I did this month. I read, I think it's like 7,100 and something pages, over 7,000 pages anyway, which is a lot of pages. I didn't DNF a single book, which is amazing. And this week we managed to smash out the last couple of books we needed to read. And I've enjoyed pretty much all of them. I don't think there's any that were really duds. But in this current moment of being really tired and not feeling great, I don't exactly remember every single book I read in the month of May. Because I have had a lot of other things going on, you know. But I'm coming on just to say goodnight. I'm going to finish this episode of Grimm and then I'm going to go to bed. That's a lie, I'm probably going to watch another episode of Grimm afterwards and then go to bed. But I'm going to watch Grimm and go to bed. I have the doctor tomorrow, or the nurse tomorrow rather, to get my dressing changed. It has been really sore today. Kay just put a dressing on for me when I got out of the shower and it was bleeding. She said it looked really sore. So that's amazing. We've had to up my appointments for the nurse and now I'm going 3 days a week instead of 2. And that's going to be fun. But until I get the surgery, it's not going to get sorted out. So it's just, we're just going to have to keep on top of it as best we can. And the nurses are amazing, so I don't mind seeing them. They're so much fun. They're so nice. None of them guaranteed. Like I am solid on the fact that there is a mean girl to nurse pipeline. Like you get 2 types of people that become nurses. You either get the mean girls or you get the nicest people you've ever met. My nurses are the nicest people you've ever met. They are so sweet. They are so kind. They are so funny. I love them. I'm so excited. I'm not excited. Like I'm always happy to see it. Like it's always nice. Like going in to get dressing changes and stuff like that. It's not a pleasant thing. So when you're seeing somebody that's also like nice to be around, it's a lot more exciting than it normally would be, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, if you want to leave me an emoji to let me know you were here, if you don't want to write a long comment, if you give me some kind of, so in terms of bruise and bandages, we can go potion bottles, we can go bandages, we can go medical stuff, we can go beers, ciders, if there's emojis for that, because the pub is like known for its ciders, hence ciders and cattails it's called. There's one of them that is the owner of the pub and it's called Ciders and something. Or is it it's the guy who makes the ciders. I'm so good at remembering stuff, guys. So good at remembering stuff. Anyway, I'm going to go. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to, please like and subscribe on your way out and I will see you in the next video. Bye.